Honestly, what is that parable? What is it communicating to you?
It's basically saying be ready at all times, 24/7, 365. Live the best you can to be like Jesus at all times, and just like in every aspect of your life.
I like that. I like that. I think what it also means, you need to be about your Father's business, doing His will, not necessarily doing our own will. You know, how do you want me to be toward my neighbor today? How do you want me to act on my job? How do you want me to be amongst my family?
Yeah, I always say that we're either building one of two kingdoms. We're either building God's kingdom or
That's
building
true.
our kingdom.
Yep.
And so that's our choices as believers.
Right.
One of two. But the other thing that really stands out to me in this passage that I love, and I would love to do a word study on this, is blessed. That word blessed, what do y'all think it means? Blessed will be those servants the master finds alert when he comes.
I think when I've done a word search on blessed, I think it means happy.
Really?
Happy will be those the master finds alert when he comes. It's also down here in verse 43. Happy is that servant whom the master finds doing his job when he comes.
I think, especially, your generation, like, we get so caught up in distraction.
Right,
We get
right.
so caught up in things that don't matter that we forget the importance of building God's kingdom. So
Yeah.
what would you say for people in your generation or even our generation, what would you say is the thing that keeps us distracted?
There's so much, like, you have technology, right? And you realize that these things, like, they don't last, and you look at it like, how much time am I spending on this? How much time am I going out and being a light,
I think social media is a big one. Like, your generation, you guys have so much coming at y'all, man. Like, way more than what we have, So I give you and others kudos who can function in that atmosphere and still give glory to God.
I think of myself and just the busyness of kids and life and family. And,
Yep.
my children and I drive through Atlanta a lot to take them to school.
Right.
And we pass a number of homeless people. And I mean, if I had $1 for every time I tell the children, okay, next week, guys, we're going to make blessing bags so that we have something in the car that we can give people. And every week, I don't get to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, Lord, like, I can't keep up. It feels like it's too much.
Yeah.
But at some point I have to say, okay, like, I have to put aside some of those other things, build God's kingdom, not my kingdom, and focus on the things that are important. And I mean, oftentimes it's the busyness of life for me.
Exactly. You don't really have time to just, like, sit and rest, and there's
Well, I have time, because if I told you how much time I spend playing on games, I have time. It's a commitment. It's a choice. Again, like, how do we cultivate being the faithful servant? I think is a really good question.
I would say, to kind of sum this one up, I would say waking up every day being intentional. Waking up every day being intentional.
Write a book. Tell me how.
I think that helps. I'm not saying I'm not saying that's like gonna solve it all, but I think waking up every morning being intentional about living our lives unto the glory of God.
Yeah.
I think if we wake up with that frame of mind on a daily basis, I think that will help.
Totally.
We're gonna fall short, but still waking up every single day having that frame of mind.